All right, good morning, everyone. So it's almost 7 a.m. here. I'm not sure what time you're watching this video. So my name is Valerie Poynor, and this workout series was brought to you by a couple of my friends who had wanted to get back into working out, especially during these quarantine times. It's really easy to fall off the wagon and just kind of chill on the couch with a glass of wine, watching Netflix. Not a bad life, but definitely not a good way to stay in shape. So that was the motivation for doing these videos. And I must start out with a disclaimer. So I am not a personal trainer, a certified personal trainer, or nutrition specialist, exercise specialist. I'm just me. I have done bodybuilding competitions, amateur level, for a few years, and so most of what I know has just been collected through my life as being active in exercise and through experiences. So just be sure as well to take my instruction for what it is. I'm sure I'm not gonna say things perfectly, and also be aware that to listen to your own body as you do these videos. So most of the exercises here are intended for the newbie workout individual, but all of us have different weaknesses in our body. So be sure not to push yourself. I'm not there to look at your face to assess the pain level or to correct form. So I would actually recommend if you can get a mirror and where you're working out, just so you could kind of check yourself before you wreck yourself on the form level. I know the basics, so that's what I'll probably be referring to throughout the video in terms of form and how to breathe and instruction. But make sure that you do what feels right for you, and definitely listen to your body. So if you only could do 2 sets out of the 3 or 8 reps out of the 10, remember that progress happens slowly over time. So be patient with yourself. I actually just went through a surgery earlier this year, and I had to eat my own words in the sense of also having to be patient with myself and not push so hard. So it happens to all of us, and we're at some point we're all beginners at something. So remember that, and as long as you stay with it at the beginning, that's really what the goal should be. And then all of a sudden you'll realize I'm getting stronger, and you'll start seeing these results. So, but don't make that your focus when you start out. Make the habit the focus. All right, so today this is actually a remake video. Hopefully the audio in the first video was not too great, so hopefully this one will be a little bit better. And I'm learning. And so today's workout consists of 3 different groupings of several exercises. The first grouping we will do 5 times, and the second and third groupings we'll do 3 times. And they all kind of consist of a cardio mixed in with a strength training, and then also like a flexibility element as well. So make sure that you're drinking plenty of water, you are stretching, especially if you're first working out. I've had my own battle with delay onset and muscle soreness. So we don't want you to push too hard and discourage yourself if you're sore the next day from working out or doing something. So I would recommend, though, if you're just starting out, try working out, doing videos like this, like three times a week. Try to eat natural foods. I know I still love myself my margaritas and nachos. So allow yourself some freedoms to eat whatever you want. So, but whatever your goal is, maybe you just want to get into muscle building, but I would always recommend some sort of conscientious diet to go along with your exercise. You talk to any bodybuilder, everyone knows that diet's like 70-80% of the story, and then the rest is the working out. So that being said too, you know, you do want some vitamins, nutrients, fill your body so that you may not experience as much soreness as you continue to progress. I'm not trying to plug any brands. I'm just trying to explain maybe what I do. So I have two things that I take before I work out. One is the C4 explosive. Actually, this one I think is the original. And it has B vitamins, C vitamins. It does have caffeine, so if you are sensitive to caffeine, there's other pre-workouts that, or recovery supplements you could take that aren't so make you feel like you're like, and there's beta alanine in here. I really do like that supplement. It kind of gives you a tingly feeling, but I feel like it does help recover my muscles. And then I also take the 9 essential amino acids. This was like key for me over the summer in terms of all of a sudden it was a turning point where I was having a lot of soreness, and adding this in with my pre-workout just got rid of it like that. So you'll hear maybe a lot about branched chain amino acids. There's 3 of those, and those are common amongst people who are working out consistently to help repair. I've read and could personally attest to the fact that I actually recover much better using all 9 essential amino acids. So this is just from bulksupplements.com. All it is the EAAs, essential amino acids, in powder form. I buy them both off of Amazon Prime because I don't go anywhere much these days, like anybody. All right, so I think I have talked enough at you guys. So let's go ahead and get started. So our first grouping of exercises, we have 30-second jump rope, 30-second forearm plank, 30-second child's pose, and then 30-second downward dog. So I'm going to use my phone as a little timer. The equipment that I recommend for this workout is the jump rope and the yoga mat. Honestly, the jump rope you don't really necessarily need. We all can pretend to jump rope, so it's not essential. I know that a lot of Target, Walmart, practically out of all exercise equipment. And even the yoga mat, if you have just like a blanket, something to kind of help protect your knees when we're doing downward or the child's pose, and then maybe to also protect your forearms when you're doing the plank. So that's why the mat is there. Otherwise, just some sort of a little flat surface space and a blanket. But all right. Let us begin. Alrighty, so remember, jump rope 30 seconds, forearm plank 30 seconds, child's pose, down dog. And I'll explain those things as we go through them as well. Oh, you know what? Let's go ahead and start first. I forget I like to do this. I know I need it because I just barely woke up. So let's just do a minute of jogging in place until I get the blood flowing, and then we'll get into the main workout. So let's go ahead and do that. So let's start 1 minute, jog in place. Just pretend like you have somewhere to go. If you're feeling spunky, you can go ahead and put the knees up high. Get a little ab incorporation there. All right, 30 more seconds. All right, about 10 seconds left. All right. So let's go ahead, take a breath in as you lift your arms up. And breathe out, lean over to the left. So to fill, stretch. So remember, up and over. Breathe into center. Breathe out to the other side, over to the right. And again, think tall and over. Breathe into center. Let's go ahead and bring it down. Kind of just let your body collapse. Head, no tension in the neck, just let it fall. Just gonna stretch out that back and the back of the legs. Now you don't need to keep the knee, you don't need the legs straight. You can bend the knees, just kind of fall over. All right, roll it on up. All right, that's better. Let's go ahead and now we will start. All right, so get the rope. And let's begin. Whoa. Faulty start. Right. Okay. There we go. And if you mess up, like I did, you just get back to it. If you get too frustrated with the rope, just drop it and just hop. All right, there we go. That's time. Take you down here with me so you could see the plank. All right, so with plank, you're gonna put the elbows right under the shoulders. Like this is what it looks like from the front. You don't do something like this. Kind of want it like right centered. And you could put your hands flat or hands together like this. Okay. I'm gonna go from the side. Keep me honest with my belly. And get the timer ready. So elbows under shoulders. Keep the belly in and the butt tucked down. No booties up like this. Booties like this. All right, and we're starting. And try not to, don't collapse into the shoulders. Kind of try to give yourself a little space. So booty down, tummy tight, that's the focus. We got 10 seconds left. Three, two, one. Okay, so this next one is child's pose. So kind of trying to release some of the tension in the shoulders that may have been from the plank. So I'm going to turn around again, but this is what your knees will look like. So spread them apart, toes together. And then you're just going to want to sit back. Just drag yourself back. All right. And then if you can, pull those fingers forward. I'm going to go ahead and start the timer here. But let your head relax. Let your fingers pull. Booty, try to get it down as far as you can. Chest down as far as you can. Take deep breaths. Enjoy the rest time. This is your chance to catch your breath from the cardio and strength element. All right, so the next one is down dog. This is like an active stretch. So we'll be stretching our calves, but also be kind of working the shoulders again. So you want your, again, arms kind of in line under the shoulders, hands just like this. And then really what you're gonna do is you want to inwardly rotate those elbows as much as you can. That's not quite as essential at the beginning. The more essential piece that it is, and something to keep in mind, the more essential piece is to make sure that that back is not like this. You don't wanna, this is not a down dog. This is a down dog. You need to bend the legs to get that back flat. That's what you're gonna do. I usually have to bend my knees a little bit, especially in the morning. Let's go ahead and start. And what I like to do is do the bicycle. So bicycle the legs. And then just let your head relax, looking backwards at your feet. Again, if you have a mirror, you could glance over, make sure your form is maintaining integrity. And then if you can, remember to inwardly rotate those elbows. And that just keeps your shoulders open. All right. So that's round one down. 4 to go. Not too bad, right? So the first 2 rounds are always the toughest because you're just waking up. Let's go ahead and grab some water. And then we'll go ahead and start the second round. Let's do it. Grab the rope. Get in position. And let's do it. All right. The hair already came out. All right, so down to plank. That way. Okay. All right, go ahead and bring it down. Elbows under shoulders. Stay out of the collapse of the shoulders. All right, and let's send the legs back. Booty down. Abs in. All right, you're 10 seconds in. Halfway. Make sure you keep the abs in, protect that lower back. 10 seconds left. 9, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And excuse the fur babies who are video bombing. That's Cheetos. Waffles is somewhere. I'll think up on the crate. So let's go ahead and bring it back now for child's pose. Knees apart, sit back, relax, take deep breaths. This is your chance to catch your breath. All right, and up to down dog. Let's start. Push the booty back. Make sure that back is flat as you can. Try to inwardly rotate those elbows. And go ahead and bicycle those legs. Round 2 done. My cat's talking to the neighbor dog. All right, let's take a quick water break. Once again, we have three more rounds of that one. So stay strong. All right, round 3. Get yourself set, and let's begin. Link it up. All right, elbows under the shoulders. Take it back. Booty down. Booty down, abs in. Don't collapse. You are halfway through already. Keep those abs in. All right, 5 seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Let's go ahead and open the knees. Sit it back to child's pose. Take slow, deep inhales and exhales. All right, back up to down dog. Active stretch. So booty up in the air now. Make sure that back is flat. Bend the knees as much as you need to make sure that's the case. Inwardly rotate those elbows. And go ahead and bicycle those feet. Remember, the goal is not to get the heels to the ground. It's to stretch up. Remember, try not to collapse. Keep up. Lots of things to think about. You don't catch them all first time. It's all right. All right. And if you ever need to go a little slower, this is a video, remember, pause the video, catch a breath, get back to it. Your endurance will build up over time. So but be proud of yourself. You're watching the video, you're doing the dang thing. So as long as you make, even if you make baby steps forward, you're still moving forward. So remember that. Quote. Grab another drink if you need. All right, you got 2 more rounds. You can do this. We're gonna stretch it a little bit after and then before we move on to the next group. So grab the rope, let's do it. And let's begin. Better bring my shades. Come with me. Fourth time planking it up. Remember when they had the plank challenge? Go plank. All right. Booty down, abs in. Don't collapse in the shoulders. Abs in, abs in. All right, you're halfway there. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, knees apart. Deep breaths, catch your breath, sit it back to child's pose. All right, booties up to down dog. And again, remember, don't collapse in the shoulders. Stay up, elbows in, really rotate. If you would like to kind of push your heels back a little more, go for it. Remember, it's not the goal to put the heels to the mat right now. Eventually, that'll happen just naturally over time. But to have good form is the goal today. All right, congratulations, you made a successful 4 rounds. Give it a couple seconds, grab some water if you need. Whenever you need to catch your breath, just make sure you do. Deep, slow breaths in. Hold it at the top for a second, and then slowly breathe out. I do this at work when I'm feeling very stressed and have anxiety. The power of having deep, slow breaths is phenomenal on your state of mind. So I don't just use it in workouts to catch my breath. I also use it in life so I don't go crazy. Okay. Last round, let's do it. All right, grab your rope. Position. And let's begin. Last set of plank. All right, you know how to do it. So do it. Legs up, booty down, abs in. All right, you're halfway through. Hold it. Maintain the integrity of the form. Keep those abs tight. Protect your back. And you're done. Sit it back to child's pose. Deep breath here. All right. Active stretch, down dog. Now we push those booties up to the sky. Stay out of those shoulders. Bicycle the legs if you feel like you want to. Rotate in those elbows, in and out. All right, you made it through the grouping number 1. So let's go ahead and just do some open leg stretching. Now that you're warmed up, so spread those legs. All right, and you're gonna want to just, as far as you can. I'm looking at the video and it makes me look like I'm super flexible. I'm really not. That's something I'm working on. And go ahead and walk your arms forward as much as you can. Try to continue to keep that chest lifted. You don't need to round. So if that means you are here, then you stay here, my dear friend. You don't need any hyperextension during a stretch. All the ways to hurt yourself. It's probably one of the more embarrassing. This stretching incorporated throughout is to help you from getting sore. Even when I'm in super good shape, like show ready shape, I still do stretches in between my sets at the gym. I'm really bad about setting time at the end or beginning just to do it, so I try to incorporate it throughout, and I feel like it's actually, I found it to be pretty effective. So, all right, let's go ahead and go to the side. So lift the left arm up to the sky, right arm slides over to the left leg on the ground, and you reach up and over. Try to keep that chest open. Everyone wants to immediately go and try to touch the toe. This is bad form. You want to make sure you keep that chest open so you get that nice side stretch, and you feel like stretch also under on your hamstring. And don't lean over so far where your butt starts lifting up. You want to keep both of those sit bones down, planted, grounded. All right, switch sides. So right arm up and over to the left toe, towards the left toe, probably not touching unless if you are gifted in flexibility. And make sure you feel that pull on that right side. You got some noisy birds this morning. And again, down to the middle. Enjoy the last 2. There's not too much time for breaks in between the groups. All right. I think that's good. All right, so for my next trick. All right, so next grouping, we have the cardio element, 20 jumpy jacks. And then we're gonna do some strength training and doing split squats. I'll explain the form when we get there. And then we're gonna do a hip flexor stretch. So especially women, men get tight hips as well. I think women were definitely a little more prone to that. I do have I'm a professor, so I sit in front of the computer if I'm not teaching. And even in some of my classrooms, I am sitting. So lots of sitting going on in my daily life. So that definitely makes for tight hips. So this group is kind of intended to help loosen that up. And you'd be surprised when you have like anything tight in your lower extremities, how you'll start developing back pain from it. So if you are one that has your back tightens up really easily, try doing more hip openers and leg stretches to see if that helps. All right, so let's without further ado, let's go ahead and get her done. So 20 jumping jacks. We're going to start together with the knees or with the legs together and hands down. Woo, maybe over here. There we go. And then just go ahead and jump out. And that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. All right, split squats. Let me bring you over here so you could see the form a little better. All right, doesn't matter what leg you start out with out front. I'm going to start with the left. And what you want to do is kind of spread it far enough so that you have good balance, is dropping it down. But before we do that, we want to make sure that we tuck our butts, give yourself a flat ass, tuck it under, and then go down. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, think tall, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, and switch it up. Right leg forward, left leg back. Again, roll those hips under, and then drop it straight down. 1, 2. You don't want that knee to go over your toe. So nothing like this. I think we're on 5. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, so now for the hip flexor stretch. The one that I like to do is you sit your pretty booty down on the ground, maybe plant your hands if you can so that they're facing back to the front. If that hurts, you can go ahead and put it like this. And then right leg over the left knee. Point that right toe back towards that knee. And then sit up straight. So try not to put too much stress on the shoulders. I tend to like shrug up really easy. So try to stay lifted out of the shoulders, back straight. If this is well, you could do also, if this is just too intense, you could go lay down and just hold the back of your leg and pull your leg in. The third thing that you could do is while standing, maybe grab a prop so you can keep your balance, put your leg over your knee, and kind of just squat it down a little bit. This is a little more active, but I know I have some friends that prefer that one. So let's go ahead and switch. I know you guys have been in there for a while. So point the toe back. The toe pointing back protects this knee from having too much strain. So keeping those muscles tight, or flex around that knee area so it doesn't strain anything or tweak anything the wrong way. And then again, make sure that you're flat back, straight back, lift up. And kind of try to get closer to your legs. Like I said, my hip flexors, my hips are very tight. So this is something that I work on daily. All right. And that's it for that round. So then we have 2 more rounds of that, starting with the jumping jacks. So like I said, we're going to pick it up a little more now that we're warmed up. So let's go ahead and just get into it. So start with legs together, hands down. And let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. You know, when you're like first learning how to count, I had no idea I'd have a life of counting to 10s and 20s and 15s so much as I do. It's the name of the game in exercise. All right. How many times I've counted to 10 in my life? I don't want to know. All right, so left leg forward, right leg back. Tuck those hips under, give yourself a flat ass, and you just go ahead and drop it down. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Switch it. Right leg forward, left leg back. And again, tuck those hips under and then drop it. 1, 2, and tall. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, bring it down. Hip flexor stretch. And remember on those split squats, if you're not going super low because your muscles are tight, just go as low as you can. Those little, even little pulses will awaken those muscles. So if you do this by maybe the third time, you'll start actually seeing your abilities are a bit different, improved since the first time. So patience is key. So remember in this position, keep that toe pointed. You know, it's hard to see. There's my toe pointed. All right, maybe 15 more seconds. All right, let's switch it. So for those that maybe not know me very well, so I've struggled with endometriosis, and that's a female thing where the cells in your uterus kind of, for some reason, get outside and attach to other organs in your body. And one thing that it does cause is a lot of muscle contraction. So for me, this is exactly why my hips are always very tight, aside from my job. So I do work on these. It's been a very personal battle for me, but I do work on these stretches, hip stretches, literally like every day. And it has helped with some pain that I've had with the condition. Okay, so grab some water real quick. Take a couple deep breaths. There's one more round. All right, let's go ahead and do the last round. So again, start legs down or together, arms down. And let's go ahead and do it. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Whew. Bringing back the sweatbands, man. I think Richard Simmons would be proud. All right. Split squats, last one. Left leg out front, right leg back. Make sure you tuck that booty under and then drop it down. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Switch it. Right leg forward, left leg back. Booty tucked. And drop it down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So many mosquito bites. Mosquitoes are taking over during COVID-19. All right, let's go ahead and right leg over left. Deep breath here. Underneath my hands like this. Point the toe. You should, of course, be feeling it right here. All right, let's go and switch. Seems about 30 seconds. Point the toe back towards that left knee. Do not forget. Chest out. All right, I think that's good. All right, you're down. Down with the first two groups. We have one more exercise group to go. And again, we're at that point where we're kind of not breaking as much. So let's go ahead. We're gonna do skating. So let me demonstrate a couple things for you with this while you catch your breath. So the first option, the lower impact option. So find yourself your space. Ooh, goodness gracious. And so what you wanna do is kind of put the right leg back, kind of like in a curtsy. You still want your chest, everything pointing forward, and you kind of bend down, and then you just step to the side, and then put that left leg behind in the curtsy. And then that would be one set. So from where you started, going back to exactly where you started. Now, if you're feeling spunky, what you could do is go in your curtsy, and then instead of step, you're actually gonna jump over and then do your curtsy down. And then jump over to the side. And that would be one. All right, so we have 10 skating reps, and then 20 plie squats. We're gonna do a little Pilates crunch, and then hold a cobra, which is back stretch. All right, so that's where we're going. Let's go ahead and do it. So again, I'm feeling spunky, so I'm gonna jump, but you can walk if you need to, or just sidestep. So let's go for it. There's big ballerina. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, plie squats. Get out of the sun there. Take a couple deep breaths if you're feeling lightheaded. I definitely feel lightheaded pretty easy. Okay, so plie squats, you want your legs like out a little, definitely a bit wider than the hips, toes 45-degree angle. And when you squat down, your knees want to go right over the toes. So if it's anywhere off, you're putting extra pressure on those knees that is not healthy. Okay, so when you go down, breathe in, breathe out on the way up. So 1, we have 20, 2, think tall, keep the chest up. Squeeze that butt on the way up. That's where the magic is. For 6, 7, squeeze it, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. All right, nice job. Ooh, getting big. All right, so this next one is like a Pilates, kind of an ab strengthener. So you want to lay down on your back. Your feet straight up in the air. You can bend your toes, flex your toes. And then you want to use your hands if you need to, pull yourself up so that you feel some tension in those abs. And then we're going to pulse down for 30 counts. Make sure your neck is not, like you're not hulking it out. So make sure that kind of got some not so tight traction. So loosen up that neck. Look up. All right, let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 28, 29, 30. All right. I love this next stretch. So it's for your back. So for those that do yoga, you probably have seen this before. So lay down on your tummy and maybe kind of put your elbows just a bit out front of your shoulders. So what we're going to do is basically pull ourselves forward. So don't pull back. That's not really what we want right now. We're trying to just create that space. You could put your shoulders back and kind of get some strengthening in the shoulder blades as you do this, as you pull forward. We're going to be here for about 30 seconds. Again, don't turtle. Try to kind of keep lifted. Always create space. Like an elephant. I got flies all over me. Just trying to get in my booty. All right, that's good. We got 2 more sets of that. So I get that sun in my face. All right, so let's go skating. So curtsy lunge in your starting position, and then step to the side or fly. Woo! Mud. That's 2. 3. Try to be graceful. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. Slipping and sliding. All right, plie squats. Take a couple deep breaths to slow that heart rate if you need to. All right, toes angled out, knees over the toes as you drop it down. Breathe in, breathe out on the way up. Think tall the whole time. Squeeze that butt on the way up. It's 5. 10, you're halfway there. Remember, you could go slower if you need. Just ignore me. 15. 18. 2 more. Make it count. Squeeze that butt. All right, let's go down to the abs. All right. Bring it down. Legs are up. Toes are flexed. Pull yourself up. Keep the neck somewhat relaxed, as relaxed as you can, and pulse it. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 16, 17, 18, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30. All right, back stretch, cobra style. This is for your lower back stretch. And I actually feel like I get a little sore the next day in my shoulder blades because I try to use those upper back muscles to help pull forward, not just your elbows. All right, stop talking. All right. Yeah, mosquitoes. I don't know who invented mosquitoes, man. They are not cool. All right, take your last drink of water between the reps. You are on your very last set. All right, let's do it. Last round. Let's go skating 10 times. Try not to kill myself in the mud. All right, so back into the curtsy, step to the side or fly. 1, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Deep breath in. Hold it at the top. Breathe it out. Last plie squats. Keep that booty tight. Legs out. Toes angled. Breathe in on the way down, out on the way up, and squeeze those cheeks. 5, 6, that's 10, 10 more, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, think tall, squeeze the cheeks, 18, make it count, 19, and 20. All right, Pilates ab crunch. All right, legs up, toes pointed, bring it up. You know how it's done, pulse it. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. All right, good job. Let's go ahead and stretch that back out. Okay, so again, maybe start with your elbows a little bit above in front of the shoulders, and then drag those hips across the ground. Shoulders back, away from the neck though, as much you can. and enjoy. And try not, don't arch back. It's more of a forward. All right. What's up, Waffies? What you doing there? Say hi. All right, so that's it. Congratulations. Let me go ahead and let's spread those legs again. And we're gonna do the same stretch we did at the beginning. Hopefully you feel a bit of a difference. So legs out, keep the toes pointed back. It's gonna helps you to be planted and to not twist any of your knees or legs wrong. Be active in your stretch. All right, and then just fold it forward as much as you can, keeping that chest lifted, that back straight. You can only go here, only go there. What are you doing? You want to say hi? So you're on camera. All right, let's go ahead and left arm up and over. Remember, you don't need to touch your toe. I can't even touch my toe when I do it correctly. Keep that chest open. So it helps if you look up. Remember to keep your toes pointed back, keep active. And let's switch it to the other side. Oh yeah, that's always my side. It's tight. All right. One more down the middle. Here, you could go ahead and round if you want. Just relax into it. That was a big bug that just flew by. Keep an eye out for them. What do they call it? Murder hornets. 2020, man. That's all I could do. Shake the head. All right. Good job, you guys. So I hope you subscribe to to my channel, and hopefully this video is helpful. I'll try to post videos approximately like once a week, maybe 2 weeks depending on what I have going on. And if you are able to provide donations, it will go towards kind of actually maybe getting me some better equipment to make better videos. If not, that's also, I just want, the main goal of this was just to share during this hard time, to share my knowledge in working out and exercising, because that does help your mood. We're all kind of cooped up right now. So I'm doing these workouts anyway, even on my own, so might as well share with the rest of the world. So I hope you enjoy. Thank you.